Hello and welcome to another episode of the Growth Brothers with me, Matt, and him, Stephen. And today we're going to be talking about, can part-time entrepreneurialism work for you?
That is quite the word as well.
Entrepreneurialism. I'm impressed. I'm with the
Try set that by times fast.
I don't want to. So, entrepreneurialism. We've discussed in other videos what entrepreneurialism is and how much time it can take up. But for those of you looking to transition from a full-time job into running your own business or service or product or whatever it is that you do, can you do both? And the answer is yes. It is very common for people to have a full-time job, come home in the evenings, and then work on their own businesses. I did it, for this very start of my coaching career a few years ago. I think Stephen did it at some point. So many people do it. The problem that most people have, however, with trying to fit in part-time entrepreneurialism with their day-to-day life is excuses. I don't have the time for this. I have kids to look after, a wife or a husband to spend time with. I need to go and play football with my friends or go for my Wednesday evening drink with mates. If you want to run your business, you got to make some sacrifices. And you got to cut some bullshit out of your life in order to transition your full-time job over to your own business. You need to cut this bullshit out. Any excuse that you can think of, unless, heaven forbid, somebody in your family is dying and you've got to spend time with them, everything else is an excuse. If you've got kids, you can still make it work. If you want to go to the gym, get up earlier and go to the gym. If you want to say, well, I already get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, work all day and come home and I'm tired, I don't want to go out to the gym at that time. Look at home workouts, look at body weight workouts, look at if you can squeeze a workout in on your lunch break during your full-time job. There's always ways to do things, providing you actually want to do them. Time is Stephen said in a previous video, time is not an excuse.
But what it comes down to really is your perception of time. So your perception of what time slots you have during the day and what you can do with them. As Matt just said, you can change any situation that you wish just by, gym, find a different slot, wake up earlier, go to bed half an hour later to do what you want to be doing in those time slots. If you have an hour and you know exactly what you want to be doing in that hour, you can achieve so much than if you were just going to say, oh, I'm going to do that this evening at some point. So make sure that you are getting strict on yourself with how you allot your time, how you break up your day and what you're putting into your diary. And I use my diary for everything. If it's not in my diary,
doesn't happen.
I forget about
it.
It's
like a Facebook relationship. If it's not on Facebook, it's not real. It's not official.
100%. I never used to be like that, but as soon as I started depending on the diary, I quickly became sort of, if it's not in there, it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
So allocate your time to whatever you want to do. Just make sure, one, it's purposeful. Make sure, two, that it's really focused down, because that's when you're going to achieve. And then that's when you can be doing the part-time entrepreneur where you're doing a full-time job, and that's you can achieve so much. And who knows what's going to happen down the line. You may end up giving up your job, or some people don't. Some people
like working.
Yeah, exactly. We're not here to say what you should do. We're just here to say what you could do.
Could do if you wanted.
Yeah.
When I first started as a coach, I was working a full-time job. I was commuting to work for 2 hours there and 2 hours back because I was using the bus at the time, and I was coaching in the evening. So I wanted to go to the gym. Well, believe it or not, this is the true story. I know I look weedy, I know I look small, but there's some guns under here. Kind of
under the table?
So I was getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, going across the road to the gym, which opened up at 5:30, and working out for an hour till 6:30. Then I would get the bus at 7, and I'd get to work about 10 to 9, work 9 to 5. I'd get home probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, and then I would start promoting all my coaching stuff, taking client calls, marketing myself, not going to networking events, but looking for networking events and stuff like that. And for me, before I got into the whole entrepreneurialism thing, that would have seemed like madness. I was like, how can I have a life if I do this? Fast forward maybe 8 months, and last August, I quit my day job, and now I spend all my time coaching, all my time working on my own businesses, doing partnerships, going to networking events, doing what I want. All that hard work at the time that seemed absolutely ridiculous has now paid off. And that was the transition from full-time work part-time entrepreneurialism into full-time entrepreneurialism. Full-time entrepreneurialism.
Told you it's a tricky word.
I can't say it now.
Full-time entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurialism. That was worth it. I don't care what anyone says.
If you want to do it, you can do it. It's all about how you're looking at your times and your days.
Stop bullshitting yourself.
Exactly. Just do it, guys.
Just do it. Just do it. Do it.
Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, whatever you guys have to do, give us a comment and make sure you share this video, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for checking out our videos, guys. Give us a like on Facebook, a follow on Instagram, and a subscribe on YouTube.
And don't forget to share this video, and we will see you next time.